Hello, and welcome to your practice. My name is Amy Ford. I am the founder of virtual yoga school, Up Yoga Center. And I'm thrilled to be here with you today to share a brief practice to connect us to the regenerative quality of our own hearts. We're going to begin by simply finding a comfortable seat. I have chosen to sit on top of a pillow myself. You may decide you'd like to sit in a chair for this. That's totally fine. Props that we may need for our class today. Blocks are optional. I have them at the medium height at the front of my mat. But if you don't have any blocks at home, no worries. You might choose to stack a few books on either side just to give you some height, or you can skip that altogether. So take the next moment, find your way into a comfortable seat, sitting up tall, shoulders down, relaxed from the ears. We're going to begin here with a breath exercise called the heart breath. Sometimes when we're very stressed out, I know at least in my own experience, I tend to have difficulty taking a deep belly breath. It might feel like I have a tightness around my chest. Now this breath, the heart breath, is a great tool to work with in those moments. So we're going to begin by simply taking our hands in front of the heart. And then you may begin to imagine, instead of your nose existing on your face, that the nose was placed right over your own heart. And we're going to breathe in and out of the nose. But imagine as if you were breathing in and out of the nose right over your heart, expanding the breath around the heart itself. We're going to add on to that with our inhale, swinging open the hands like the gate in front of a home. And as you exhale, hands gently come back together in front of the heart. Again, inhale, open the gate in front of your heart, expand. Exhale, hands back together, like a little hug to your own heart. We'll keep going at your own pace. Inhale to open. Exhale to close. You might choose to just allow your gaze to fall towards the floor, drawing your attention to the heart itself and the experience of the breath bathing your heart. Connecting to the three-dimensional capacity of the breath. And almost a welcome home to our hearts. When you finish the next round that you're on, we'll end by simply placing the hands above our own hearts and just checking in. Maybe noticing our heartbeat, the movement of the breath. No need to change or perfect. We're simply paying attention with a friendly curiosity to our inner landscape today. We're going to begin to deepen that breath a little bit more by placing our hands on the side of our low ribs. And to bring the breath a little deeper, we're going to try to inhale and feel the expansion of the ribs into the hands. Exhale, relaxing. Again, a few more rounds. Perhaps noticing how the body makes space for itself. Taking up that space inside of your body. beginning to feel how the belly moves with the breath, with the chest as well. These different parts of your body working together to create a spaciousness within. You can allow the hands to fall to the knees. Again, returning to your natural rhythm of breath. And from here, we're going to begin to add some movement into our practice. Whether you are in a chair or on the floor, we're going to begin with the upper body and move our way down. We'll begin by moving with our breath. I will mirror you here. As you inhale, we'll turn our head over to the right. Exhale back to center. Change to the left, inhale. Exhale, center. And we'll go up and down. Inhale towards the ceiling. Exhale, center. Chin to chest. Next, inhale. Exhale, center. Very nice. We're going to take some nice shoulder rolls here. You can go in any direction. Creating some nice hydration into the shoulders and the upper back. Still breathing naturally. You can change whatever direction you took. Lovely. Then finding some stillness in center. And again, whether you're in a chair or on the floor, we'll take our right hand to the side of our mat or to the side of our chair. Lift that left arm up, get nice and long on the left side body. We'll take an inhale there. Exhale, an invitation to bring the left hand a little bit over to the right. Now you might choose to stay there, or potentially we bend our left elbow, take the hand behind the head, and then maybe the elbow begins to fall back as the heart begins to look towards the sky, as if your heart was a flower looking for the sunlight. A gentle rotation upwards. And holding the weight of your head in your hand. Lovely. We'll come back through center, and we're going to change to the other side. So, left fingers down, right arm up, get nice and tall on the right side body. Maybe I stay there, or if that's feeling pretty good, I can begin to add on by bringing all of that length over to the left. Maybe I stay there, or perhaps I bend my right elbow, take my hand behind my head. Maybe I let my right elbow fall backwards as my heart shifts towards the sky. Like the little head of a flower looking for the sunlight. Creating that nice rotation into the chest. Again, on those days when it's hard to breathe, sometimes creating physical space in the chest cavity can be helpful. We'll go ahead and find our way back to center. We're going to bring our hands down to our knees, and you can circle your shoulders out. Both directions. Very nice. Now, if you're in a chair, you might choose to come down onto the floor for this next set of exercises. And if you're on the floor, we'll meet on our hands and our knees. Now, if your floor is very hard, you might like to add some extra padding under your knees. That could be a pillow, that could be a folded blanket or towel, whatever you have handy. On our hands and our knees, our wrists come under our shoulders, our knees come under our hips, and we're going to begin to simply march out the hands. We're getting our hands ready to hold the weight of our body. So I'm lifting the palm of one hand and then the other, like a cat marching. Just stretching out the wrist. This is also great when we've been working on the computer for a while or on our phones. Then both hands firm on the floor. We'll take the back of one hand down. We'll take a few wiggles of our fingers. And then go ahead and change that hand forward, other hand back, a little finger wiggle. Great. Now both hands to the floor. We're going to come into our cat-cow. As we inhale, we tilt our pelvis forward. Belly button falls towards the floor, as does the heart. We look forward. As we exhale, push into the floor, round the spine, belly button towards the ceiling, heart deep in the chest cavity. Inhale, drop your heart and your belly. Hug the shoulder blades, look forward. Exhale, push and round. You can do a few more at your own pace. Almost like sending the ripples of your breath to all corners of the body. Excellent. When you finish the round that you're on, come back to a neutral spine. You can take a little bend to the left and to the right. Maybe also creating a little circle with your pelvis. Just exploring the sensations in your low back, I know a part of the body that I tend to hold on to tension. Find our way back to center. We're going to send our right foot back, tuck our toes under our foot, and simply use the toes to move yourself forward and backwards, creating sensation in the ankle and the calf muscles, saying hello to the lower limbs. You can also draw a little circle with your heel there. Great, and then we'll change right away, lowering that right knee down, left foot comes back, same thing, tuck toes under, move forward, backwards. Maybe again a little circle as well with the heel, creating some sensation in the lower leg. Then both knees will come to the floor and we're going to find our way into a low lunge. Our right foot will be forward, so you can use hands to help. We're going to lift ourselves up here, and this is where blocks can come into hand, or books, whatever you have handy. You might choose to bring your blocks underneath your hands. You can also have your hands on your hips or your thigh. We're going to begin to simply move forward and backwards in a fluid motion with our breath. As we inhale, we sink forward. As we exhale, we pull back, creating some nice hydration into the tissues around the hips. Simply notice if that breath comes naturally, if it's easy to move with the breath today. And if that feels difficult, that's fine. Simply breathe naturally and keep moving. Very nice. That breath bathing around the heart center, being sent to all corners of the body. Lovely. Next time we pull center, we'll go ahead and stay. We're going to take that right foot back to where we started. And then we're going to sit back into child's pose. In child's pose, we bring our hips towards our heels. Our hands can come forward. Perhaps our forehead comes to the floor. If that feels like too far away or too much stretch, feel free to add a pillow, a book, or a block underneath the head, allowing the neck to relax. Very nice. We're going to come back to all fours and simply begin to shift to the other side. Our left foot comes forward. Feel free to use hands to help. We'll lift our chest up, and then again, we're going to practice moving forward and backwards here. As you inhale, letting your hips sink forward, exhale, pulling the hips back. Again, it doesn't have to be hitting any specific shape here. We're simply creating hydration and exploring the movements of our body. Perhaps even pairing our breath and our movements together. Very nice. Next time you come on forward, we'll go ahead and stay. Then we're going to take our knees back together where we started. You can drop your blocks off to the side if you were using them. Move any props out of the way. Back onto all fours, we'll go ahead and take a little bend side to side. Maybe a little circle as well. And then we're going to begin to find our way down onto our backs. You can sit your hips to one side and then come on down. Now, I like to have my knees propped up on something. If you have a pillow, that tends to work very nice. But feel free to find whatever suits you, however you can be comfortable here. Now, as we lie ourselves down in our final relaxation pose, hands can be by your side, they can be over your body, wherever feels comfortable. Again, there's no right or wrong way to do this. Now, if closing your eyes feels comfortable, you might choose to do that. Or maybe you just stare off into the distance, allowing yourself to connect to the inner landscape once again. Begin to notice the inhale and the exhale moving at their own rhythm. No need to change, modify, or perfect anything here. You can continue to stay in this shape. I will sit myself up, so I am talking towards you and not towards the ceiling, but please feel free to stay lying down. Again, connecting to the natural rhythm of your breath. I'd like you to begin to acknowledge that each breath can represent our willingness to be nourished. Each inhale, we are inviting relaxation into and around the heart. Each exhale, we are inviting a loosening of holding, grasping, and tension. Each inhale, sending love, ease to every cell of your body. Each exhale, releasing pressure and tension. During this time, you might notice thoughts or feelings arising. Maybe there is a longing there of a feeling or a thought waiting to be acknowledged. Whatever that is, whatever appears here, offer it to your heart. Remembering that your heart hears your prayers, accepts your longing, and receives you just as you are. You can gently begin to come back into this space and shape, maybe wiggling fingers and toes, or shifting your head side to side. And when you're ready, I invite you to draw your knees into your chest, give your knees a little squeeze, acknowledging the effort you took today to care for yourself, how valuable that is. You deserve it. We'll find our way up into a comfortable seat, however feels good to get there. Again, you might choose to sit on the floor or in a chair. We'll draw hands together in prayer. We're going to seal our practice by drawing our hands in front of our forehead. Remembering our intention here to cultivate peaceful thoughts towards others and towards ourselves. Hands in front of the mouth, speaking kind words to others and towards ourselves. Hands in front of the heart, acting with love towards others and towards ourselves. Thank you all so much for your beautiful energy and practice. It's an honor, as always.